Yeah, a very big welcome to you, my dear Gemini, and always a big welcome to those who felt like getting an inspiration today. The Sun is a second time in Leo, highlighting the Moon in your sign. So you got an inspiration at the beginning, and now you get a second inspiration through Leo. And it's saying, yes, this is important. Look at it. Look at this wild side that's within you. Don't tame it. Don't control it. Incorporate it. Create the union between these two sides within you. Don't wait for anybody else to do it for you, because only you can do it. And so this is the message, I guess, already for this inspiration. Now I'm doing these readings because I create my own tarot deck with yoga positions. For Leo, I have Simhasana, where we stick the tongue out, is that infinite 8, is that moment where we realize we have that roar within us. And for you, I have pigeon pose, king pigeon, one of the most difficult positions there is. Your body part is the arms and the hands reaching back into the feet and finding an energy that you create within yourself, a union between the upper and the lower, between the conscious and the subconscious and the higher conscious. The last reading then was, the message is, you'll know what it's all about now. Hermit, High Priestess, and the Strength card. So you already got in the last reading Leo coming up, telling you, yes, Leo is going to give you quite a kick, give you quite an inspiration. And so we're going to look into what this time is speaking to you on the position of the Fool. You begin the 6 of Swords. And the 6 of Swords is Mercury in Aquarius. That's moving on, mentally moving on, and becoming spiritually connected with the age of Aquarius. That's why I'm reading from right to left, because I'm going this soul path that you become once a month on the day where the moon is in your sign. And so the message is very clear. You got to learn whatever there is to learn in the age of Aquarius that is upon us. Some say it's already here, some say it's still coming. It doesn't matter. It's the next age that's coming, and we feel it, because that's what a new beginning is. This is a real new beginning, speaking to you through this age that is the star, Aquarius. And the star is up in the sky, and we're looking up, and we are all of a sudden realizing what's happening. On the position of the Magician, you have the Ancient Ones. So 1-1 portal, immediately telling you, yes, you know what there is to do. You know that the Ancient Ones are supporting you tremendously, because this is a big portal speaking about a power that you harness and the power that you use to now go out there and look at what it is that you can do with this information. So 0 and 1 is the computer language, is the internet, is the programming. And here on the 0 you have the age of Aquarius, you have the learning, you have the moving forward, you have the energy to now go and be really powerful on the Magician's place, right? Because the Ancient Ones are the ones that were here before us and tell us and help us to evolve. On the position of the High Priestess comes the Judgment, and here is a calling to truly wake up, a call that is saying 2 and 0. There's a 2 and a 0. And the 0, we had the 6 of Swords, right, on the Fool. So yeah, there's a wake-up call coming to us. We all waking up, but here is the Son and the Mother and the Father, and there is this Holy Trinity. And it's always the same. And so we see also the 3 swords on one side and the 3 swords on the other side, creating then in the center these 4 points. And it's speaking about let this information come down and let it bring it to you through this magic. You have a 2 and a 0 on the position of the 2. So you have again a 2-2 portal. You had a 1-1 portal and now you have a 2-2 portal. I've never seen anything like that. So listen carefully to what's coming down to you. Listen carefully what's wanting to speak to you. And then, I mean, look at this. You get on the position of the Empress coming. A 3-3 portal. I mean, this is huge. 1-1, 2-2, 3-3 in a row. I've never seen anything like that. So yeah, you are learning and growing, and you are really shifting into the 6, because if you calculate it together, the 1 and the 2 is 3 and 3 is 6. And so there is a huge message coming down from the ancient ones, from the angels, and from the Empress. I mean, these are the 3 parts that are above. You know, we have the 0, and then we have the 1, the 2, and the 3. They have no zodiac signs connected to it. The 0 is always outside of the circle because it's 0. It's the circle itself. It's saying just begin the circle. And then comes the 1, the Magician, the 2, the High Priestess, the 3, the Empress. They have no zodiac signs connected to it. So everybody can become that energy. It's almost like it's outside of the circle of the zodiac signs. And so on the position of the Emperor comes the 3 of Pentacles. And that is Mars in Capricorn, building something that you alone cannot build. And the Emperor, the Aries, is that personality. And look, he has the 3, but he's a 4. So he is supposed to rely himself on the female, always. The female is the materialness, is the earth, is the pentagram, is that fertile ground, is that place where things can be born. And she is that personality. And so if you don't see that, if you don't understand that, it's difficult for you to create anything. So here comes a 3-3 portal as well. Yeah, in that follow-up, in that manifesting something quite powerful, because here are the 3 coins and here are the 3 coins above them. So we just see a small fraction of what's happening here. The 12, she has all 12 coins, all 12 zodiac signs. And here we just see 3. Very powerful. I mean, right away, it's like something is really coming. And then comes on the position of the Hierophant, the Page of Pentacles, this young generation that is wanting to create something new, is wanting to work on whatever it is they want to work, wanting to see, yes, this is important, this is something that we want to do. We want to create new things, we want to create new values. They're holding up the money, they are understanding that the Hierophant, the High Priest, the institutions, the banks, the all that, it doesn't work for the young generation anymore. They want to change it. And they are building something completely new because they're looking at that. They are looking and they're referring back to what we can do. And so are you. You are part of that energy that is creating a new way of living, a new way of earning money, a new way of working together. Because then on the position of Gemini, your position, comes the Seven of Coins, the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is attending through the self-love that we find. Only when we really truly love ourselves, we can also then give that love to anything, to the earth, to that which grows, that which feeds us, that which lives with us. And you are that personality that can do that. Because from Taurus, you got that inspiration, that admiration of the finances. The Taurus energy is saying, let's do things different. Let's do things in a way that we have, again, a value that is not stuck in a system. We gotta take our shirts and put our fingers and hands into the earth and again do, right? Walk the talk. Because then on the position of the Cancer comes the King of Pentacles. The Tauran energy, the Taurus that was here, a young generation that has understood what it needs to do and has grown into quite a powerful place. They are the ones who are bringing the value back to the earth. And here it is. And that's what we want now, right? We want value. That's the information that's coming down. That's the message that's coming down. In the age of Aquarius, it's not just thinking about it, it's actually also doing it. Actually doing it. Then, on the position of Leo, comes the High Priestess, comes the strength to continue, and that's where the message is. The message is that Leo is giving you the power to really see what it is that you now want to bring into this world. What are you doing for that this world becomes a better place? A habitable world, a world that is honest, a world that is working hard for all the things that we need to survive and to live. That's what's coming to you. And then on the position of Virgo comes then here the Sota de Copas. The Page of Cups. A true love, a true young generational love that was already here, showing us the admiration of worth, of self-worth. Now comes the admiration of love, of emotional love, a love that is searching for a deeper meaning in life, that is coming over here through Leo. And so we have to see that this is a path that we all take, but you particularly feel this. You feel this message coming very strong this time through Leo, coming to you, that you are continuously searching for love. And it's very interesting, you see this? I don't know what this is. Sometimes I look at the book, and of course in the book of Salvador Dali is the big message then of the cups, because that's the young generation of cups. Here is the indifferent man. The figure in the picture raises a cup on high, wearing his heart on his sleeve. The fish, normally hidden underwater, is clearly visible. And the emotional content of the water element, the psychic's depth, is presented light-heartedly and light-handedly. So this is Musée du Louvre, Paris, 1717, 88. And it's very interesting, the indifferent man, right? If we look deeper into the meaning of the to be indifferent, it's almost like saying, yes, to be indifferent is like now to accept the fact that the high priestess, this powerful woman that is telling you to hear and listen this call, because it was on the position of the high priestess. So learn to be indifferent, learn to be united within yourself, learn to arrive in this union within you. And then comes the Wheel of Fortune. I keep that separate because it's just giving me then the sign to understand where I want to go. And she continues to go. It's almost like he's here and he's like, okay, let's continue the path, let's continue, see what is happening, and you are taking that path. Now this is your court card. If your birthday is between May 10th and June 9th, this is your court card. If not, look in the description below. I have listed all the cards that I'm using here. And of course all the court cards dates. You almost like pressure forward, because for me this is like a moment where you come in and say, okay, now I've done half of the zodiac signs, now I'm gonna have another half of the zodiac signs. And it's like all zodiac signs again are connected here with the Wheel of Fortune. And you are noticing now that you continue your path, you continue forward. And here comes the number 42, the 6th change of seasons. And here you are, 6-6 portal, bringing you an understanding that, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, the 10, the 1 and the 0. The 1 and the 0, you had a 2 and a 0. And of course you have a 1, but you don't have the 0. So you know that you want to begin really new, you want to begin a new chapter, and you are doing it. You are going forward with that. Okay, then comes on the position of the Libra, the Justice, which Aleister Crowley always said, nature is not just, nature is precise, comes the most beautiful card, the universe. Here then you have arrived at a state of consciousness that is letting you know, okay, I am understanding something profoundly. I am understanding that life is giving me a chance to really see what the world is all about. With the four fixed signs in the corner, there is Taurus, and you add Taurus. There's Scorpio, you don't have Scorpio, and there's Aquarius, and of course Leo. So then on the position of the Hanged Man comes the orange colored sapphire, which is the number 39, which is then a number 12. And this is a 12-12 portal here, or a 3-3. Then connecting you with her, then it's a 3 times 3 portal. Actually, you have a 4 times portal. 4 times is the heart. 4 times is saying, yep, if you really let go of thinking you know everything, no, you don't know everything. The more you know that you don't know. And then this orange energy comes to you. The orange color is always a color of creativity and sexuality, is the second chakra. And 39 is saying, happiness in sensuality, to respect your body, and a good body consciousness. Yeah, those people who hang themselves upside down to enlightenment and to just see the world from another perspective, headstand, shoulder stand, are the ones that become aware of their physical body. And that's good, so that this is happening. Because if you have the world, then you got to understand that all colors in this circle are now talking to you. And you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 circles. And this is the big circle of the 12 zodiac signs here. And now the orange color speaking to you, a creativity, a sexuality that is wanting to come to you. And then, of course, on the position of Scorpio, which is the creativity and the sexuality, comes now Radha, the daughter of the Wands. So here comes another young generation. You have all 3 water signs, all 3 earth signs, and all 3 fire signs. It's telling you, yeah, you can inspire others to be creative, to be again like this sapphire. And of course in India they use a lot of these colorful stones. The bindu, the creativity, which is usually red, of course, but here everything is orange. And so you get that feeling, which is usually of letting truly go. Because Scorpio is going the small circle. So we have a circle that is 365 days. The 365 days are from left to right. And the big circle is from right to left, which is 25,800 years long, which then creates the age. And we are going into the age of Aquarius. So as you can see, we have this energy here. And we see that Scorpio is death, is a transformation, is also a sexual energy that is saying, okay, we gotta die, and that's the small cycle, and that's not the big cycle. Because everybody here has to die so that we can again incorporate or come into another body, come into a new story, come into new learning. And then on the position of Sagittarius comes the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is Mercury in Cancer. So we have quite some threes. We have 3, 3, 3, 3. Five times 3. Talking, communicating, which is your forte. You like to communicate. Mercury is your communicator. And Mercury in Aquarius is coming, so you get the message right away. You understand. And you see now also in the emotional, in the temperance, the message in itself, that the message is good, that the message is clear, that you know exactly what to do with it, because this is then the Sagittarian that does something about it, that does go out there and says, yes, I am taking care. The three graces here is a different way of communicating. This is the spiritual consciousness that we have, the people that support us, the people that are with us, and then we can of course build something with the Three of Pentacles. The water is fertilizing the earth. I mean, it's really beautiful, your message already. It's like it's happening very strong. And yes, on the position of Capricorn comes Taurus and the Hierophant, the church that created out of you quite a beast. Meanwhile, you are just one of those animals that is just able to climb up high, that is successful, that is frolicking, that is like, you know, enjoying the sexual act very much, and the church didn't like that. But here comes the Taurus energy, which you already had here, Saturn in Taurus. And of course you had the King of Pentacles, Taurus. And on the position of Taurus you had the young generation, all of them, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. So understanding that the third eye is the only way out. The triangle, you see the triangle, the pyramids, a triangle that is everywhere, a triangle that is also here in your card, the triangle pointing up always. Body, mind, and spirit, it's always 3. The 3 is the most holy number there is. And the Tower is bringing you the frog, the destroying of the establishment, the destroying of the Tower of Mars is like something needs to leave, and so the frog is coming, a water sign, is the cooling is then coming off, a clearing and a cleansing can happen here, letting go. So these are off moments, the Tower, and here the Hanged Man. They don't have any zodiac signs connected with it, so we all feel them, we all connected with them. And here comes the big healing through Cancer. Cancer, who is also connected with the High Priestess. And Cancer, who is here, Mercury in Cancer, because you are connected with Mercury, that's your planet. And you had Mercury in Aquarius. So there are 3 swords coming down that bring emotions down. And there are 3 swords that bring the pentagrams down, the earth. And that's where you can create. And now on the position of the Age of Aquarius that is upon us comes the young generation here, the swords, all the Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And so what is it? You have all 3 generations here. Sorry. This one, the water, and the fire. Oh my God. I mean, this is so cool. The way they came, right? Like this, like this, like this. You are inspiring all generations, the earth, the water, the fire, and the air. And you create something extraordinary. You create like a big message out there with whatever you do, with whatever it is that you're inspired to do. How powerful is that? This is a calling through the Age of Aquarius. You know what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing because Mercury in Aquarius is bringing the information down. And so here you are yourself as a young personality, letting the seeds carry off through the wind so that the people are inspired. And then on the position of the moon comes then the number 39, again another 12, another 3. So you have then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. The third eye, you have 6 times the 3. You see clearly what this means. You see and you understand. And sometimes you gotta then detox or metox, repairing the body, mind, and spirit consciousness here in the bathtub. Because this is the moon, the Piscean energy is helping you to detox from things that don't work anymore. And now the new generation is changing it and wanting to live it different. You see that? So it's really, I mean, this is really, really powerful. And then the last 3 cards that are coming here. The Sun is bringing you the passion and the soul. Number 14, the 5. The 5 portal that you have here. The passion to make whatever it is that you make a success because your soul is in it and you feel that everything you do is what you do from the heart. I also see now that there is a 6-6 portal. Then of course with you 3 times the 666 portal, which is the triangle, because that is clearly then giving you the understanding of the triangle. And on the position of the Judgment comes free associate. Allow the first thing that comes into your mind without self-censorship to bestow a vision upon you. The number 71, which is an 8. 8. Wow, I mean, 8. This is what is helping you now to really be in that calling, seeing the calling, because you had the calling on the position of the High Priestess. And so this calling is calling you to then, on the last position, here you have the 3 of materials, another 3, so you have 7 threes, and it's pointing down, it's reversed, and it's literally saying, yeah, the earth, I'm going to put them down, the earth is bringing the information down, is bringing down on the 3-3 portal here, is bringing down the information, is bringing down the people to you. You have 2 times the 3-3, but altogether you have 7 times the 3, and you have the 7 here, that you take care of all of them. You are really like a spiritual messenger, and that's what you are. You're a spiritual messenger of love. You have the heart to do it. You have the heart to open that, and you have the heart to inspire people through the way you do what you do. And even though it's reverse, usually then they say it has a negative connotation, but I don't feel that here. Because you building something that comes down from the heavens. And it's saying here, because the Muse Tarot doesn't have a negative connotation. Collaboration of souls. The magic of collaboration, siblinghood, teamwork, group dynamics, relationships and responsibilities, mentors and students getting along, helping one another, coming together for a common goal, cooperation, fusing energies. Exactly. So it's not a negative energy what's coming down. It's really important. You show the world what you're made of, and you are creating quite an impact. A very strong impact through Leo, that is pushing you, that is giving you the spiritual knowledge to do so. What else do you want? And of course, on your position, you have the attendance to do so. The 7 times the 3, 7 times you're attending in them all. And that's your message. Wow, so powerful, so beautiful, just so lovely. Also for me too, sometimes I'm like, I don't know what's coming out, right? It's just the message is you'll know what it's all about now, and now you're doing it. You're really doing it. So I hope I see you in the next one, because on the position of the Virgo, we're going to see the Virgo behind the sun is in the next reading. And there you have the water elements, all the 3 water zodiac signs, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. And we're going to see what this is bringing to you. And there is the indifferent man. And one last message from the indifferent man. Cleanse your psyche and evaluate your emotions, but do not dwell extensively on past mistakes, weaknesses, and fears. Balance your emotional account. Settle your own debts and ask others to settle theirs, financially, but more importantly, emotionally and spiritually. Because remember, you had on the position of the moon, which is the Pisces, which is the fish here in this cup, to cleanse yourself. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.